Hello and welcome. This is Direct Talk. On today's session, I'm joined by Sarah Seyoum. She is a Chief Research Officer at Omna Tigrai, and she's a researcher at London University of Hygiene and Tropical Medicines. Today, we're going to discuss about Tigrai survey, uh, which is being conducted by the London University of Hygiene and Tropical Medicines to estimate the change in mortality rates by the war in Tigray. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us.
Joined today to discuss the Tigrai survey. So I'm happy to be able to share a bit about what the survey is and why we're doing it and encourage people to participate.
Let's begin with the simplest question. What is the survey? What is the purpose of the survey? What is it all about?
Yes, so the London School of Medicine has been trying different ways to estimate mortality in Tigray. And so one of the tools that it has is this survey of Tigrayans outside of Tigray. So because of some of the access issues we've had with Tigray, estimating mortality has been difficult. And so this tool, the survey that we are conducting now, is a way to get an estimate of changes in mortality over time. So the goal, right, is to look at how the change in mortality is reflected. So pre-war, looking at the deaths pre-war and then deaths post-war and in current times. So the objective is to inform the humanitarian response and the different humanitarian actors to the extent of the crisis. And so this is the goal. So informing the humanitarian organizations, civil society organizations to the extent of the crisis so they can respond accordingly.
Okay, so who can participate in the study?
Yeah, so the study is for any Tigrayan outside of Tigray who's over the age of 18 and whose immediate family has not yet filled out the survey. So if your parent or brother or sister or nieces or nephew have filled the survey, you cannot fill the survey. But otherwise, if you are from Tigray, live outside of Tigray, haven't and no one in your immediate family has filled it out, you can participate. I will say that we've recently changed the age eligibility. So before it was limited to those between 18 and 49, but today we're allowing people over 49 to participate. So one thing to note is that when you're filling out the survey, you have to choose that you are within 18 to 49 to be able to keep completing the survey. But it is now open to all those over 18.
But can people residing in Tigray can participate in this study?
Outside of Tigray. The specific methodology was developed in that way to try to assess mortality. There are other ways of estimating mortality in Tigray. So this is a way for us to estimate from the outside and to make sure we're documenting what we can from the outside.
How about people living outside Tigray but within Ethiopia, such as people living in Addis?
Yeah, so as long as you're of Tigray, you can fill in the survey. There's no limitations. As long as you're over 18 and outside of Tigray and no one in your immediate family has filled it out, you can fill it in.
Yeah. What kind of questions does the survey ask?
Yeah, so the survey is going to ask about the status of your family. But it starts off, asking for your consent, making sure you want to take part in the survey, and then it'll ask you some socio-demographic questions to really be able to assess whether the sample, the people that participate in the survey are reflective of the Tigrayan population. So that's a way for us to assess how representative our sample is. So those are the first few questions, and then it'll go into the status of your family members. So it will ask you about your parents, your siblings, your siblings' children, so your nieces and nephews. And then if you have a spouse, you can also fill in the same information for your spouse, so your spouse's parents, their siblings and their nieces and nephews. And so if they're alive, it'll ask you their age, and then if they've passed away, it'll ask you how old they were when they passed away, how they passed away, where and when. And if it's between 2020 and today, it will also ask you the month of death, not just the year. Tell the 4 steps that are required to participate in the survey. The first being registering for the survey using a Google form. The Google form is available on Facebook and Twitter in our pinned posts, and also on Instagram in our bio. And so once you click on that link and you register, you provide us your contact information, and the second step is we'll send you the invitation to participate. And once you get that invitation, within 48 hours, you'll be able to fill in the survey. And then once you fill it in and submit the results, you can invite five people. And an important point to note is that we're ending the survey on April 9th of this year. So we have a couple more weeks to get people to participate.
Where are the people getting the access to the survey? Only through invitation?
Oh yeah, so the way it was designed was by invitation, and this is because of the way we're going to analyze the results. So to be able to analyze it, you need to be able to see who's sharing it with who. So like the first initial people who participate share it with 5 others who share it with 5 others. And that sharing dynamic is part of the analysis. And also it's a means for us to make sure those who should be receiving and filling out the survey are receiving the survey. So that's why it's by invitation only.
Okay, and why is it so important for those people to participate in this survey?
Yes, so in awareness, documenting in a safe and anonymous way, in terms of accountability, having the evidence we need among the other research that's being done to estimate mortality, having the evidence we need for accountability in the future, and informing the humanitarian response are really the 4 main reasons we really encourage people to take the survey and participate and share it with others.
So can you give us more details about the survey?
Yeah, so you'll register with the Google form, and you'll provide your contact information. And then within 48 hours, you should get an invitation to the survey. It depends how you choose to receive it, either by email, WhatsApp, or SMS. Once you get that invitation, you can accept it, and it will take you to the survey. I just want to note that you can only click the link once through that email, SMS, or WhatsApp. So make sure you're ready to fill it in when you click it. And then once you click it, it will take you to the survey system, and it'll ask you concerns, and it'll ask you if you have to participate, and if you demographic questions, then into the status of your family members and that of your spouse. And then at the end, you'll be redirected to a system where you'll be able to invite others. And we really encourage people to invite others because this is the way we analyze the survey. And so take the opportunity to maximize those invitations and send it to relatives, friends, and colleagues who meet the eligibility criteria. So who are from Tigray, who are outside of Tigray, and whose immediate family hasn't filled in the survey yet. And if you have any issues at all throughout the whole process, please feel free to contact us at Tigray Survey, and we will respond to any problems, whether that's on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. And you can also find my contact details on our website to email me if you have any questions. Outside of today, just because it has several benefits for us, right? The first is we're able to document what has happened to our families in a safe and anonymous way. The survey only asks you questions that are non-identifiable. So they won't ask you questions which are linked to your identity. So it's really a safe and anonymous way to document. And also this survey will help, the survey results will help to raise awareness about the crisis in Tigray. So the research results will be published in a journal and also get some media attention. So we really encourage people to participate because of the impact the results will have. As I mentioned earlier, it'll also impact and inform the humanitarian response. So we want to make sure that the aid that is being given to Tigray, the resources that are being provided to Tigray, are reflective of the need on the ground. And so, in terms of resource allocation, this survey will help inform that.
Finally, let me give you a chance if you have any message you want to convey to the participants or to the people who want to participate in the survey.
Encourage people to participate. This is really an opportunity for us, the Tigrayan community outside of Tigray, to make sure what has happened to our families is documented, and there will be, the results will be published. So I really encourage everyone. The deadline is on the 9th of April. So sign up to participate through the Google form, and then you'll receive the invitation and fill it out and invite others.
Okay, Sarah Cassidy, Seyoum, Chief Research Officer at Omna Tigrai. Thank you for joining us.